Hi, Sheila again. I have procrastinated about doing this, and my sister's going to help me today. I will show you some things outside, but I've had cataract surgery and I can't wear my glasses, so I'm going to have to wear dark glasses. But I wanted you to know at least what my face looked like before I did that. And we'll go around the yard and look at some of those. I hope you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully make some more. Thank you. Okay, we're out in the front of my house, which I have just a little sliver of a front yard, and I wanted flowers, but I wanted native flowers, and this is what I've gotten. I dug up some of these out in a prairie, but the bluebonnet seeds I put out. I've got what they call a blue-eyed grass also, and here's a good example of that. And this one here. They're pretty little flowers when they bloom, and they've put out seeds and spread. So I'm excited about that. Something new I put in this year, and I haven't seen it anywhere blooming or anything. This is called a blue flax. Now, I have weeds. Don't think I don't. But with the bluebonnets, as you see, blue-eyed grass and other things, it covers up a lot of the weeds and you don't see them. It looks like just a field of flowers. This over here is a four-nerve daisy. The yellow one is a four-nerve daisy. And then I have a Blackfoot daisy. This does very well also in this area, which I don't water very much. And then this one is a green thread, and it's really, really pretty when it gets to going like this, and it'll bloom most of the summer. I'll step across my creek bed. The rain gathers up here, and so we put this creek bed in to carry the water off to the driveway so it didn't wash out my flowers. Here's another one of the little blue-eyed grass over here. It's very pretty if my head's not in the way. But I have bluebonnets here and there. But, this is going to be one later in the year. I'll have to show you this one. This is new to me last year. It's bluebells, Texas bluebells, and it's also a native plant, and they got about 4 foot tall, pretty blue flowers. I've got a flamer canthus here that's just tiny right now, but it'll get larger. This flower is not a native to Texas, but it is one of my favorite. It is called a Jerusalem sage. And if you notice on this top flower, it blooms and it sends up a bud out of the middle of that bloom and will bloom again. Sometimes 3 blooms. It's bright, bright yellow. And when they come out, I'll have to show you that bloom. It is gorgeous. This was not blooming the last I saw. I told you when I showed you the others. This is a columbine. This is the native columbine to Texas. Columbine comes in a lot of different colors, but only the yellow is actually native to Texas. But it's kind of a weird looking flower, isn't it? One more exciting thing out front. I have blanket flower that just started blooming. I'm really excited. It's just got the one bloom so far, but that means it will spread. Wanted to show you that I love bottle trees. My son used to work at a restaurant that served wine. This one is a hanging one, and I truly love it. I don't have to worry about it falling over. This is my Mexican buckeye tree. It has already bloomed and now setting the leaves, and also is setting the buckeyes. This is unreal this year. I usually get 3 or 4, but look at these things. They're everywhere on this tree. Those are seeds. This tree is a Hercules club or toothache tree. And it came up evidently from a bird dropping from one of the seeds, because I don't have one other in my yard. A neighbor had one, but I'm keeping it because it is a host plant for a giant swallowtail butterfly. Okay, we're going to move over here so you can look at the beautiful prairie phlox. I'll back up and you can see how pretty they look. I have some irises in here that are fixing to bloom also. These I carried from my old house, but I don't know exactly what color they are yet. I'm thinking they're the dark burgundy color, but we'll see that on another video. Back behind, coming up just in gangbusters, is my rough sunflower. They get about probably 3-4 foot tall, somewhere around in there, and bloom later in the summer. This is my beautyberry. It, of course, hasn't bloomed and hasn't set berries. Later in the year, I will show you how beautiful it is. It's a gorgeous tree. It's also a Texas native. This little bush right here, and it has, you can see on the ends there, the bright yellow blooms. This is not a Texas native, but I love it because it is a host plant to 2 of my butterflies, the black swallowtail and the giant swallowtail. No, yep, the giant swallowtail, pretty sure. I haven't been butterflying for the last year or so, so it gets my foggy brain. Here's some more of the 4-nerve daisy like we saw out front. That is a Texas native and beautifully displays itself during the sunshine all summer. There's some more of the prairie phlox, and this is the Jerusalem sage. Still not blooming, but oh man, you will be surprised when it does. I have a plant here that's used to cook with, but not for me. It's a host plant from a black swallowtails. This plant is not blooming as pretty today as it was yesterday, but it is the spiderwort. It's very pretty when it blooms. And this is our native honeysuckle, Texas native honeysuckle. And it is a gorgeous plant. And if you notice the leaf, the round leaf here at the top, at the end, right before a bloom, right like this. Okay, I've got a mealy blue sage there, a Henry Duelberg. These plants here are a Brazos penstemon. Then I've got something here that I don't remember buying, but evidently I did. It is and you'll have to trust me on this one, blue indigo. And it will be taller and bloom pretty later in the year. And this one that the cat's going to try to get in the picture with, as you see, it says, I don't remember planting you here. That's because a bird planted that. It's the poke salad, the pokeweed. Okay, let's continue on. This is my woolly pipe vine. It's just now starting up the trellis. And here's another one with the woolly pipe vine. That's a pipe vine butterfly host plant. This plant in here is mostly the white Augusta Dulberg salvia. You see it starting to bloom here. But somebody decided they wanted to get some of the blue in here. And so we cross-pollinated, and there's blue blooms. Here's another over here. I can't find it in the viewfinder there. There it is. Okay. The sun out here today is beautiful, but it's really causing a problem trying to film. This is another of my vines. This one is a lutea passion vine. And you can see how the little crow's foot or duck foot, whatever you want to call it, kind of shaped to that. And the bloom is smaller, but it's a very pretty vine. And then I've got lots of these all around my yard. These are maypop passion vine. My wine cup is doing well. There's a big wine cup over there. And all of that will be pretty when it blooms. But the cats decided to use this as a litter box this year. And I'm not sure how much of my Greg's mist flower survived. This will be the purple coneflower in here. And this one is a Dixie iris or a Louisiana iris, which is a Texas native. Down here we have a oh shoot, brain just went blank. I'll get back to that one. This one here is almost as tall as or right at tall as I am. And this is a false indigo and a host plant for skipper butterflies. And this is the Datura rhydi, or commonly called a moonflower, but it's not really a moonflower. But the moths use that as a host plant. This mess here is a full bed of Maximilian sunflower, and it will be over 6 foot tall at the end of the summer. I have yarrow. This is the white yarrow in that bed there. And this over here is the one of the milkweed vines. And I can't tell you now what the actual species is, but it's the milkweed vine. Okay, over on this side of my unmowed yard, I have what I'm calling my wild garden. This is a lot of the plants that I dug up out in the prairie, and some of them I had never seen before. Like this one right here. I'm pretty sure that's sundrops. And this one's green thread. And this is the Texas mountain laurel seeds that's come up from the bush, that the tree that we're under right now. That is gumweed. It have a yellow bloom on it. And these, of course, are our beautiful butterfly bluebonnets. This, I am not sure which one. They both look, the flower looks the same, but the leaves look different. But one of them is the Texas star, and it's a native. And then I have Gara planted over here. It's a butterfly Gara. This is the blue mist flower. It stands up tall and straight, where the Greg's mist flower kind of leans over. I've got frostweed here, a couple of plants, and then this is the white mist flower. Now I want to show you what you asked for last time, is you wanted to see the pond complete. This is it. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time. This is Sheila.